Nice.
Yes. That reminded me of like Fall Out Troy.
Yeah, I would hear that.
That was a good way to start.
Wow.
That was Discussions. They're from Parkersburg. They just put that single out the other day. I don't know, whenever that was. Welcome to Keep Me Alive. It always seems like a long time since I've been on the show, but since I've done the show, but hasn't really been that long. But because I always miss it when I'm not doing it. Anyway, I had Brandon Hunt on last time. He actually came over and he's been on the show before. A while ago, and he came back on, and he's getting ready to do One Man Jam festival that he's played for 6 years straight. So if you're going to that show, he'll be there. And I think Aristotle Jones is going to be there. He was on the 100th show with me. He's going to be there, and a bunch of other people, statewide, regionally, locally, all that stuff.
Excellent.
One Man Jam. So I think it's up near like Terra Alta or something. I don't know, up in the mountains of West Virginia. So I've never been up to it, but sounds like a good time. I don't like to camp. I don't especially in the summertime because it's like sticky and hot and
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it than the winter time. I wouldn't see it in the winter.
Oh, I have Tom with me from London. Welcome, Tom. He's going to co-host.
Hi, nice to be here again.
Back on the show with your thousands of guitars you have behind you.
Yeah.
Look at all those.
There's only few. There's 4, I think. I felt like 5.
I need to get the same guitar you have. This podcasting thing isn't working out very good with funds, so. And I had the settlement with me tonight. Welcome, guys. I kind of noticed when I asked for your all's names for the for the email on the email, I didn't know that Colton's last name was actually Settle. So that's where you got the name for the band. I was going to say, how'd you come up with the settlement? It's because of his last name, right?
That's kind of funny. Yes, that is part of it. But I actually didn't come up with the name. That was actually a suggestion from one of our founding members who probably had the shortest career with the band, which is kind of ironic. But he came up with it. For a long time, we called the band the Colton Settle Band. Real original. My name with band, Colton Settle Band. Daniel played in the Colton Settle Band.
Dave Matthews Band. Almost.
That was kind of an idea, yeah, because I'm a big Dave Matthews Band fan,
honor, right?
without question. So, yeah, and we could, for the longest time, we're like, well, if we're going to change our band name, like, what are we going to call it? So the settlement is kind of ironic in that way because it's like it's an agreement. It's like finally, like we've settled on something.
Great, yeah.
It's not like the. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
it's
thank you.
Very earthy. It's very earthy. That's the best I come up with. I've been trying to tinker with like Zoom and YouTube and stuff to where I can like show a logo, like when I'm talking about something. But you know, I was like, I'll keep everybody guessing. If you want to know what their logo looks like, go download their music and follow them on Instagram and all that stuff, and then you'll see it. Go buy some merch.
I've seen it. It's a cool logo.
You gotta plug,
Precisely. Thank you. Thank you.
plug constantly. On that. Hey, Nick's in the chat. Nikki Cupcakes. That's a cool ass name.
Nikki Cupcakes. What's up, Nikki Cupcakes?
Says, "What's up?"
Nikki Cupcakes.
Oh, in parentheses, it's Nick L here. He says. So
Oh yeah. Oh
Nick
yeah.
L.
I know Nick. What's up, man?
I like the name Nikki Cupcake. Did you know that I had High Vibration on from I mention this about every show. High Vibration from Erie, their reggae band. Actually, I'm gonna play their new song at the end of the show. But their bass player, his last name is Sloppy. No shit, his name is Derek Sloppy. That's the fucking
Derek Sloppy.
Derek
That's a
Sloppy.
great name.
Yes, it is. So I mean, they should have called themselves like the Sloppy Orchestra or something like that.
Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, the Sloppy Joes.
You guys are gonna be down on Music on Main on Friday, and I think you guys were at a show that I was at recently. I was thinking about this the other day, and because I was like, I've heard of you guys. I haven't seen you guys that I know of, but I've heard. But you guys were at at Pleasant Street for the Battle of the Bands, weren't you? With Intoxicated Zen and Eric
Correct.
Jones.
Mhm.
And I didn't stay. I left. I had to leave early, and because I think you guys were like midnight or something, or were you last?
Yeah, we were the last band. We played.
Yeah, we were
closed it
last.
out.
That's a horrible spot to be in.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
That
we
place was
crushed it.
packed. Like it was hard to get in there. You know, Intoxicated Zen was in they played in my living room on Friday night, and then they had to leave and play a show in Morgantown, and then I was gonna just come up Saturday. So I got in. Luckily, I could kind of skip the line, but still, I still had to stand in line to skip the line. You know, the skipping line was a line, if that makes any sense. So it was, but I mean, that place was absolutely packed though.
It was a good turnout.
It
It's hotter than hell in there too. It was.
Oh yeah, it was.
I
it
wasn't
was
even
so-
playing any music. It was hot.
Yeah, 123 Pleasant Street just gets hot. Like when there's a good show there, there's a lot of people in there. That room gets sweaty. And I enjoy it.
Tom, that place is legendary when it comes to West Virginia as a state. There's a lot of great venues around here, but Pleasant Street is
Right.
pretty much. You don't even have to say 123 Pleasant Street. You don't even have to say Pleasant Street. You can just say 123. You can just say Pleasant Street.
Right.
You can just.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody knows where you're talking about because it was Naibenji Dance Hall at one time, but it's in this row of buildings, I guess, but it was row houses at first, like back in the late 1800s.
Right.
That's how old this building is.
Yeah.
Like, you can see
Wow.
the part, one of the parts where you stand and look at the stage. The chimney is up because they took the flooring out.
Oh,
That's how
right.
old-
So it's-
like, but they've exposed all the original.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
building details and stuff. So it's a very cool place. Like
Sounds
that's-
really, yeah.
That's when you know you've made it, I think.
Right.
But see, I played Pleasant Street before, and I haven't made it. So
Well, was it once on your way up and once on your way down? Is it?
There you go. Yeah.
I'm working in reverse. I've already hit the high point. You know? But no, the venue is just badass. Like that's where you want to play. You know, it's.
Yeah, shout out to Roger at 123 Pleasant Street.
Who?
Roger, the sound guy. He does an excellent job.
Oh, he's the man. Mhm.
Yeah, some sound guys get really frazzled when we walk in with all of our gear, and I start telling them like, "Oh yeah, we have 2 drummers," and the sound most sound guys are like, "Oh no, these guys." But
I feel sick. I gotta go home. All right.
He went through there was 6 bands in a row that event.
Yeah, he wasn't
played
phased. He wasn't phased at all.
Yeah, it was 6. Yeah, was it just not even breaking a sweat.
No
They had
problem.
Battle of the Bands was for a chance to get on is it called band camp? Is that what
It's summer camp.
Summer camp.
Summer
Yeah,
camp.
summer camp. Yeah.
summer camp? And it's over in in Illinois, like nowhere near Chicago, but near Chicago. And it's like a 4-day festival. And I think Bone Thugs and Harmony's there this year, and Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're on a mashup or not, but that'd be badass if they were.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go with Intoxicated Zen. I was like, if you guys win, I will go with you. Well, I can't. I got a podcast to run. I can't just leave. Justin Cooper says my homies.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
Justin.
What's up, J. Coop?
Coop.
Wonder if he likes Bone Thugs and Harmony. He talks like he does.
Probably.
You know, when I first met J. Coop, he was into like rap music, like Wiz Khalifa, and now he is like the biggest Jam fan I know, which is awesome.
Yes.
I don't think I've
Turned
ever
it.
been a Jam fan. I've listened to a lot. We were talking, me and you talking, Colton, about Tansy. My buddy Christian.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Tansy.
Bob.
Way back. He is a Fish fan. Or is that what they call him? Fish.
Yeah,
Fish
yeah,
fanatic?
Yeah.
He's the mega Fish fan. Yeah.
A fisherman. They don't call him fisherman.
No, they're fans with a PH.
Yeah. So
Fans.
Fans.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, because you got your deadheads, right? And then, yeah, that's all I know. The deadheads. But yeah, so
Yeah.
like I know of jam band music from him mainly. He's the one that kind of because I wasn't allowed to turn on any other kind of music in his car ever. Like it was always Fish. Well, listen to
That
this.
sounds right.
It's like it all sounds the same. It doesn't sound the same. I just wasn't giving it a chance, you know. I listen to Tool and metal and stuff, you know, but that sounds the same, you know. If you think about it.
Yeah.
I know Tansy's a big like Steely Dan fan too.
He's a big everything fan that nobody else listens to, you know. Like, but it's great. It's really good. That's a music. Was it a musicianly quality? Is the don't follow the norm, you know, like because he plays trumpet, so he listens to all these trumpet players that are like professional. I don't know what's that shit, I can't think of it right now. The trumpet player that's really let me text him. I'll get back to you. Talk myself. I'm kidding. No, Marsalis. Was it Wynton Marsalis?
Yeah, Wynton.
Oh, yeah,
trumpet
yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, being a marching band together, you know, like you know, I know of that person because you know the music we were playing and stuff. But I mean, he would have like that person on this is back in like Napster days. So like you know, he would have like a shit ton of it burned onto a CD, and that's what we weren't allowed to listen to anything else. It was either trumpet playing by somebody or Fish.
Oh,
If it was
that's
in my car, even if it was in my car. Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing. That's great. That's
Well,
awesome.
it is for him, but you know. What's
Fair.
Eric says? Oh, he says talk about Rift Destroyer in the Departures Project.
Oh, now who
Good
said
tune.
that?
Eric Woods.
Oh yeah, Eric Woods. He is the man. Eric is like he's been a friend of mine for years now, and he's kind of like my only artist. I've produced a couple of Eric's albums, and we collaborate, distance collaboration at all times. We're kind of talking, shooting ideas. So
A lot of
Yeah.
that.
You two have done some great work together, I think.
oh, thanks, Mason. Thank you.
Tom is in. I don't want to leave Tom out of the loop here. I tend to
All
do
right.
that when I have a.
I'm
co-host.
happy listening.
He's just kind of chilling. Tom is in an Elton John tribute band.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. We didn't talk a whole lot about it when he was on, so kind of talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, well, it's something that I've done for, I don't know, I was looking at it the other day. I think it's coming up for sort of 7 years or something we've been doing it, I think.
It's a long time to do the same songs.
Yeah, it is. And like any tribute act, it's a bit, there's some stuff I love and other stuff I really don't love. But you have to do it all because it's a tribute act.
What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, but it's good, great fun. As I said before in the last show, I think it's a weird thing. I'm not a huge Elton John fan, but it's being in that band it's some of the biggest gigs I've ever done. It's
Well,
just strange.
you're forced to like him at this point. You have
You
to.
kind of are. You kind of are. Yeah, and apparently he's giving it all up. So we're going to be, you know, we'll be inundated.
Did you guys ever do covers like when you first started jamming together? Did you do any covers at all?
Are you asking us?
Like, you're like that?
Yeah, as the settlement when the settlement.
Oh,
first started.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I should've
yeah,
done that.
Sure.
Early settlement days were almost 50-50. We played a lot more covers. Over the years, we've moved to more of like a 90-10 percentage. We play a lot more original music, but early on, we played a lot of covers.
Mm-hmm.
Were they jam band covers or the Elton John covers?
No, super obscure. We played almost no jam bands. We would just
Yeah.
play like pop songs and classic rock.
But
Top.
yeah, something to get the crowd involved.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, something everybody could sing along to.
No,
Yeah,
Elton
we-
John.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's do something real quick, and then I want to listen to. I left Rift Destroyer for the end. We'll play that one at the end because that's my favorite one. I love that, and I love the name. Just Rift Destroyer. Just you know. But what
I like that
I was
one,
telling,
too.
I was telling you guys before we went live that I'm going to try to do a segment. Well, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to do anything, hopefully. But so the people that normally watch, you might remember Milken First. He was on. I'd have to go back and look. About a month ago, month and a half, something like that. And he's really funny. He does TikTok videos and stuff. And his name's Stefan. And I'm gonna admit him right now. So it's gonna take a minute. There he comes. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I asked him to do a segment for me. Be funny. He talks a lot about music on his TikTok videos, and so I figured he'd be a good fit for the show. Hey, you got your glasses on. How you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
Welcome
howdy,
to-
howdy. How's it
welcome-
going,
welcome to
everybody?
your debut.
My
Hello.
day. I've
Going
been here
good.
before, sir.
Yeah.
How dare you? You can't just forget me.
What's that say on your coffee mug?
Mount Rainier. Oh, sorry to get sidetracked. So basically, when I took my wife to America for the first time because she is from South London,
That's right.
so I know, right? Kent is a
Hey,
beautiful.
we got a South London guy here.
Yeah, we love Kent. We love Kent in this family.
Oh, very good.
But anyway, yeah. So
Kent.
she, yeah, no, not the northern Kent, like the south worst Kent is
Oh,
what I've
right.
been told.
Yeah,
So,
I'm Northern.
I just know of like Kent State.
oh, excellent, northern Kent. Okay,
Kent, Ohio.
excellent. Yeah. So basically, there is a restaurant in Washington State that is it's a rail car,
How
like
did we
straight
get
up. They
from
took
London
like
to Washington State.
you were asking what the mug was.
Oh, my
Keep
bad.
up, come on. Anyways, so yeah, so we're at this restaurant in Washington, and it's literally like this old ass like train car that has been turned into a restaurant because like there aren't really a lot of trains that run through Washington State anyway. It's like an old
What?
logging thing, and then we got a mug from there.
Mm.
Yeah, the burgers were pretty mid though. Like everything else was good.
What's in there? Is it like
It
a hot
is
sauce?
no, it is Yorkshire, the proper brew.
Oh, very nice.
It is, yeah.
Tea?
It is
Is tea or
specifically the
like-
biscuit flavor.
Yes.
It's meant, yeah, it's meant to basically taste like tea that has had a biscuit dipped into it.
Biscuit meaning cookie though, right?
Yes,
Not
Yeah. yeah.
like a crisp.
sausage
Yeah,
Gravy biscuit.
there's actually a difference. There's
Oh.
a difference between cookies and biscuits. Cookies are softer, a little bit chewier. Biscuits are very crunchy. You're welcome.
What kind of biscuits
Stefan
you
knows his
having?
stuff.
More you know.
When you're married to England, like you have to. Otherwise, there's a
biscuit
worry they're going to recolonize.
Does she make you biscuits?
So
Does she make
Okay.
homemade biscuits? Your wife?
does she? She does. She does indeed. We haven't baked sadly in a long-ish time. But yeah, she makes a mean biscuit.
A mean
Like,
biscuit.
Mean biscuit. It's
But
pretty
cookie,
good.
though. Cookies, right?
She does cookies
Not-
too. She is
not-
multifaceted.
Tom, isn't that what you guys call biscuits? Or I mean, cookies? You guys
Well,
call
Stefan's right. It's not quite a cookie. I suppose is softer, chewier, whereas a biscuit's kind of.
I feel like I should be
slightly-
I feel like I should be taking notes.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah,
class
yeah.
now, everybody.
You do that for us.
Yeah,
so
we're
we
gonna
can-
make our
First-
England debut.
For
Yeah.
future travel.
Absolutely. You don't want to get it
You might
wrong.
need this. You
Thing.
might need this info.
That's
I
true.
knew- I knew
You'll be
it's-
clowned on by the English people, and they're mean.
We're gonna have a hard enough
Well,
time
they,
with our
they say
Appalachian
bloody
accent.
quite a bit.
Yeah, your accents.
What?
Out of here. Right. So what am I supposed to be doing here? Am I?
I don't know. I don't know why you're here. Honestly.
You know what? I'm hurt that you would even say that.
Eric says, "What exactly is a figgy pudding?"
Figgy pudding.
pudding.
It's a dessert. A dessert.
By all means, the guy
thing.
from New Jersey answered, not the guy from England.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll take this. I'll take this
Yeah.
upon myself
I
to be
think
the
you got
ambassador. I am the ambassador to the English people. What can I say? Hmm. Okay. Right. I have a few questions, and feel free to alienate.
You got to answer the figgy pudding question first.
I just did. It's a dessert. Google it. You have the internet.
That's why we have. I don't. My internet's not that great. I don't know if you've tuned in to the last few episodes,
Jeez,
but it's
hold on.
it's
Hold
funny.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, you do it. See, you're multitasking.
Wikipedia says figgy pudding, occasionally piggy pudding, is a vague term used for a class of traditional Christmas dishes, usually forming sweet and savory cakes containing a sour, sweet, creamy layer of honey, fruits, and nuts. Also, oh, it's the rum thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
It
so-
sounds delicious, basically.
Like banana nut bread, pretty much.
Kind of, yeah. But then you
Yeah.
like soak it in rum and light it on fire.
Yeah, set it on fire. And,
Yeah.
What's that dessert? Where they flambe it at the table? The dessert. What? Come on, it's
Oh,
French.
creme brulee.
Italian things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A brulee, a
Oh.
brulee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's baguette country. I believe the creme brulee is from. That's where. Yeah.
Eric, I'll ask them out here in a second. He has a good question, but I'll ask him in a second. I'll ask you guys in a second.
Okay.
What's okay, TikTok. I started a TikTok. I think you've seen it since. I don't know what to do on there. I haven't done one. I did find the filters.
That's good.
face filters. Those
That's
are
a
fun.
very good start.
It makes me look very creepy, but I mean, I look creepy without a filter. But do you have a lot of followers on there? Because I know a lot people go viral on there like if they just post
Yeah.
anything.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Come on.
I'm thinking about getting a TikTok. So
I am. Yeah. I've no idea what to do with it, but I'll
so-
give it a go.
That's really the beauty of the platform is that it's the beauty of it is nobody really knows what they're doing, and you can actually see it evolving. Like I'm such a nerd about this.
What?
Like I fucking love watching like social media networks kind of
Everybody
evolve.
Mm-hmm.
what happened?
Damn.
Was
R.I.P.
this me?
I think
Testing.
Scott's frozen. Oh, he's back.
Was that just me? Was that everybody? Did everybody freeze?
No, I think it was just you this time.
Yeah, I think it was just you.
Yeah.
See, what I mean? I'm sitting right by the router. The router's right there.
Oh my goodness.
I just stood still and pretended to freeze.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get a figgy pudding. I'll be right back.
It's the possum trick. It's good.
There you go.
I don't get it.
Oh man.
Are any of you guys in wizards? Like I don't like to say nerds because nerds they know way more than me. But is anybody like a guru with this? Why is this? The router's right there, and it's I'm paying top dollar for this frontier crap.
See, it's
That's
the
not my-
FBI, man. It's literally the system.
No,
They don't.
They've been on
Yeah,
this
it's frontier.
for a long time. But I
Fucking-
mean, that has nothing to do with them.
They've seen your antics and they're like, "We've had enough."
Yeah.
As the U.S. government, we're here to fucking end this.
They're probably like, this show's crap. They're like, this show's crap. We're just gonna keep doing this, and then he'll eventually. Just
Not
quit.
you must have said something offensive to the U.S. government. I don't know what it could possibly be,
I say
but
things offensive to the U.S. government every day.
That's probably why they're
Not
canceling.
Europe too much.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we
Europe.
totally.
I have this
We
new
will-
shirt that I got from. I don't know if you guys follow Shithead Steve on Instagram, but I bought a couple shirts from Shithead Steve, and I almost wore the one tonight, but I don't want to cause any controversy because that's not what my show's about. But it basically says.
why did you invite me
unvaccinated-
then?
It basically says unvaccinated and ready to commit tax fraud, but I paid my taxes this year.
Congratulations.
Should have worn it. I'll wear it next time. I'll wear it to Music on the Main on Friday. That'll go.
Oh, we'll be looking for it. We'll be looking for it.
I'll wear the other one. There's another one that it's just a cartoon guy and he has vaccines going into him. It says "Govern me harder, Daddy." I'll wear that one. That's more appropriate.
That's objectively hilarious.
No cuss words. I mean, it's not offensive. Freedom of speech.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, what do you got for us, Milk?
All right. I have a couple questions. Being that the majority of your songs, The Settlement, if that's even your real name, are over.
It's Colton's real last name.
Sounds fake. But anyways, so it's like, all right.
I kinda
Every
got
song
that
of
vibe,
yours
too.
is roughly around like the 8 to 10 minute mark, right? Now,
Newer
Ish.
ones, yeah.
predict,
lot of them.
yeah, right. So off the newest stuff. Okay, how long is too long? How long is too long of a
When
song?
it comes to what?
How long is too long of a song?
You know,
I mean, just just
Everybody
constantly,
wants to
it's like an hour long.
everybody wants to just murder you with their answer right now.
Come on, how long is too long of a song? Come on. Is it an hour? Is it half an hour?
I mean, what's Fish had a really long song, right? Didn't they set a record or some shit?
They have more than one long song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like hour-long jams.
In my opinion, it really just depends. I mean, if there's constant movement and it's going places, it can be,
Yeah.
20 minutes, whatever. There's classical music that's, pushing an hour. That's awesome.
Sometimes it
But if
takes longer to get your whole idea.
Yeah, but if
across.
it's just kind of staying here, it's just kind of floating, and then it's kind of like, all right, we're not going anywhere.
yeah,
Let's wrap it up.
I respect
Now,
that.
On the flip, though, Milk, some of your stuff is only like 2 minutes long.
Oh yeah, I hate long songs.
What's too short? What's
Like
too short?
not like I hate listening to them, but for the kind of stuff that I do, right? Nobody wants to listen to a 30-minute pop punk track. Like no one wants that.
No, please,
No.
God, don't start
Like,
that trend.
It's the same concept with like no one wants to listen to 30 minutes of grindcore. Like no one wants
Right.
that in their lives.
Right.
It's just not a reality. And also it's a pain in the ass to mix. So it's like if I'm making something, I'm going to spend as little time as humanly possible because that's just who I am as a person.
And I don't like to spend a lot of time on anything.
Right.
Especially like
Easier the better.
troubleshooting my internet connection. You know what I mean? I just don't like.
Yeah, literally. So
Yeah, I think like what you're saying about the genre makes a huge difference too. Like you mentioned grindcore. Like grindcore has 1 second songs.
Napalm Death.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
There's actually a great playlist on Spotify that's short metal songs, and they're all like under a minute long.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and you're 100% right in the fact that you can kind of like get your point across in a shorter amount of time. And most people, like the average audience, doesn't want to sit and listen to that for that long. It's
Right.
And like I feel like I listen to music that most people wouldn't even consider music. They would just say that's noise.
Like
it's a thing.
Yeah, short
Yeah.
metal songs.
Yeah,
It's a great playlist. It's one of my favorites.
It's legit.
plug.
Okay. You know what? That answer
Wrong.
wasn't controversial, but I do respect it.
So yeah, I like short and long songs.
Damn.
It depends.
A man of
Sometimes
many worlds.
some songs we have are like pop songs, and we geared on actually making them like a 4-minute. This is a pop song, and it's over. And when we play it, it basically goes like this. But then other songs we have are a little bit more open ended. Like
Have you guys ever played No Diggity as a cover?
I don't think so actually.
Really?
I've seen other bands cover it, but I don't think we've ever done it.
Oh man.
Don't do it. Don't jump on the trend, please.
See,
Uh,
no, I was about
hey,
to say
Hey, Milk,
Go.
stick around for a minute. I'm going to play a little bit of one of their songs. This is the little
I will be
excerpt,
here.
excerpt of Revenge. Oh, yeah.
I'll be here drinking tea.
Okay. almost like you're at a theater and just a big performance, and you know.
Nice.
But I feel at the end of that. What,
That wasn't one of the longer ones. That was one of the short ones. Really. Wasn't it?
It's the shortest one on the new album. It is the shortest one.
That's good.
I could have played the whole thing actually because it's only 5.5 minutes. Whereas the other ones are
It's
like,
still long. It's still long for today's standards.
Probably
Like,
have.
it's still long. It really is. But
would it be considered short for a jam band?
yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of I don't know. A lot of this record is like, you know, we're not jamming as much. A lot of this record, even though when you see us live, we play like a jam band, this record was a little bit more like arranged.
Yeah, there's a lot of really intricate parts.
A little more, it's kind of like progressive rock-ish.
Yeah.
Speaking
But-
of that, I'm glad you brought that up because that brings me to Eric's question that I was holding. He says, "Why is the Settlements vibe so prog?"
Why?
Why not?
Touche. Yeah. Why not?
Probably
Are you so prog, Eric? No, I don't know.
prog metal fans.
I mean, definitely, like when I was in high
Yeah.
school, one of my favorite bands was Between the Buried and Me, which was a huge, big prog metal band.
BT Bam,
He's a big Tool fan.
Tool.
Yeah.
I'm a big Tool too.
And, you know,
Yeah.
we're all from like marching band and that kind of level. So we've just always been into more complex stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're weirdos too. There's that.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
also
there is a lot of intricate parts on this Departures 2 album. As compared to the other one, I think I haven't listened to a lot of the Departures 1, but Departures 2 definitely has a lot of really cool time changes and really there's solos, but as you're saying they're arranged also. So but you can it just flows. It's really good. It's fun to listen to because you're like, okay, what are they gonna do here? That one's over. What are they gonna do next? You know, so it's fun to listen to. I can't wait to see it live,
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
which is on Friday at Music on Main.
Yeah, man.
Friday at Music on Main. Eric says, man, he's okay. You're gonna have to slow down.
He's lighting it up.
Eric. I'm gonna have to calm him down.
Eric's killing it.
If each of you could play in a cover band, which artist would you choose?
If I could play in a cover band, which artist would I
Let's start with
choose?
Stefan. Let's start with Stefan though, and then we'll go.
Oh,
to
if I
Tom.
were gonna be, dude, if I were gonna be in a cover band, see, here's the problem. Like, my heart would say something like Bowie. My brain says that I'm not talented enough. And plus, like anybody who's ever tried to cover Bowie it's never gone well. Like you can't capture Bowie.
Especially
Like,
karaoke, right?
Especially karaoke, but even more so like as a full band. Just you know, there are just certain bands that are really, really tough to cover. I think for me, probably like it's Slipknot, I think would be really fun. Like that just sounds that
sounds like
animalistic.
so much fun.
It's
Yeah.
So much fun.
Because they're all set. They were all set for COVID years ago with masks. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, literally, right? They predicted COVID.
No, they didn't.
Corey Taylor predicted it. It's true. Corey,
What about you, Tom? Tom, I know you're already in a cover band, but if you had your choice of cover bands, 'cause
I don't know. It's tough. The last 15 years I've played in cover bands, so I'd rather not play in a cover band. That would be the ideal.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
But I mean, talking about Bowie, where I'm from in South London is where he went to school and grew up. And there's a whole group of Bowie kind of lot that turn up every year, and they always turn up to a certain pub when I seem to be playing it, and they all get up and give it a go. Whether or not it's good or not, I don't know.
And everybody in the crowd's like, "Oh man, not another one." Not
Yeah.
another one.
A lot of the bands, one of the bands I play in, the one I do the jam night with, we play a lot of Allman Brothers and stuff like that. So that's really good to play. It's
Oh,
really,
yeah.
a bit challenging and so I enjoy that. But I
Yeah.
don't know really.
Allman Brothers sounds like a really good bet. I can't even lie. Like just because they're essentially like for a lot of the stuff that they are, it's very classic, but it's not in a way where like if you're covering it, you're stepping on hollowed ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like with
Absolutely.
Bowie, yeah, because I think Bowie you push it
Right.
a little bit because you're like, oh, he's this revered like creative and like trying to like imitate his art that is so specific to him is super hard. But Allman Brothers would be really solid. That'd be a lot of fun to be in too. Like,
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
it'd just be a good vibe.
Let's go to
Yeah.
Mason. What do you think, Mason?
Oh yeah. What cover band would I want to be?
Yeah, what if you could play in a cover band, which artist would you choose? Tool.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yes.
I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be epic.
Man.
You'd get loads of gigs. You would get loads of gigs.
Oh yeah, you would just be hopping on the Veterans Affairs circuit, and you would just be playing Fortunate Son at
Yeah.
every base.
everywhere.
That
Yeah,
would be epic.
and like medleys upon medleys upon medleys.
Oh yeah, no, even better. Like you didn't cover any other Creedence Clearwater Revival songs. No, like Around the Bend, nothing. You just do Fortunate Son like on a half-an-hour loop.
Good song, but
That's. I think that'd be fun.
that is a very short song. I've noted. Isn't it? It's only like 2 minutes long, 2.5 minutes long.
I think it's longer than that.
You would think
Most of their songs are pretty
Pretty
short.
short. Yeah,
It's a
they
jammy
are.
Song, though, it's a jammy song. You'd think they would keep jamming it, but maybe not. I don't know. People don't listen to me. Daniel, what do you got?
It's kind of a joke answer. I've always thought it would be really funny to do a cover band of Out of Snow from the movie Get 'Em to the Greek. I've always thought that would be hilarious to do.
The
But as far
Sorrow
as, like, a
Suckers.
real band,
Sorrow
man.
Suckers.
I don't know, maybe like Steely Dan would be pretty fun. And my name's Daniel, so that kind of
Yeah.
works.
I love it. I love all these ideas. Steely Dan, and you would be Steely Dan.
Steely Danny B.
We'll see if we could like combine forces. We could do like a Grateful Dead Steely Dan, and it'd be Steely Dan. It would be legendary.
There you go. Steely Dead.
Steely Dead.
Steely Dead.
What do you
Yes.
got, Colton? Are you gonna stick with the Steely Dead?
So I think it would probably be the most fun to be in like a Talking Heads cover band.
Mm.
Yeah.
Super high energy. Everybody knows the songs. There's plenty of room to just like have fun
Yeah.
and jump around and
Yeah.
wear a giant suit, whatever I wanted to do. But I think I maybe be the most suited at playing some kind of Jack Johnson or John Mayer cover circuit thing. Just when I first got into playing and writing music, like, man, it was the Jays. It was the John Mayer,
Definitely more of a John Mayer vibe.
Jack Johnson, those cats. Like I know so much of that music. I still have it just in here, you know. And I think that would be pretty lucrative as well. Really, all of these ideas would make money. Let's think.
I think all these ideas meshed into one band would be the
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
a
man.
festival full of these.
You
Oh,
don't know
yes.
what's coming.
the most bizarre lineup ever. We've got Allman Brothers cover band. We've got Talking Heads, Slipknot, and like, I'd go to see it out of morbid curiosity. I'd be
I got
like,
one-
how does
I got
this?
one for you. I don't know if I'm supposed to answer as the host. I don't know if I'm supposed to answer the question, but I'm going to because this is I have it. Okay. Now this is trademark. No, you can't steal this. Well, you can, but I'm going to probably sue you, because there's nothing out yet. Butt Sex. Okay. The band is called Butt Sex.
Okay.
All right.
This is me and Coley. Tom knows Coley. Me and Coley. It's Butthole Surfers and Sex Pistols cover band. Butt Sex.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of
Sells
fun. I
itself.
can't even lie.
Sells itself. That's
Yeah.
that's my pick. Hey, let's listen to a little bit of Reason. Here we go. don't want to run out of time, so I got to cut that one a little bit short.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
want to hear the
for
rest of the
longer.
song, go download the album because it's great. You'll love it. It's terrific. It's
Yeah.
Departures 2.
That is great. What time signature is that on
4/4.
that? Is it 4/4?
It's 7/8 over
7, I
kind
thought
of
it was
like a
7.
straight.
Yeah.
There's kind of like more than one way to think about it. I've kind of always
Yeah.
thought about it as like 7 + 5, but it's over 4.
Yeah.
But
like
you
a
can- you can
polyrhythm.
I guess it's
Maybe
really
polymetric,
yeah, the
maybe.
real phrase, I guess, is
Yeah, I like it.
You can
Sounds
count
good.
it. You can simplify it and just count it in 6 though,
Right. Okay.
and it still works out
Easy
evenly.
way. You don't
Yeah.
want to easy way.
But when I
Or you-
originally
You could go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep it one.
Yeah.
All
Just
music
everything.
now
Just keep
is
it,
one.
just keep it on the 8th note.
It's in one.
It's in
one,
one.
one, 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 one.
Or just not count at all and just jam it out. You know?
Yeah.
So
Sounds
that one,
great.
yeah, that one's interesting because not only is it like multiple meters on top of each other, it's also like kind of pan modal because it's the chord change keeps moving, like the bass note keeps moving, but it's
Yeah.
the
Right.
same chords restructured over top of a new bass
Oh.
note.
Kind of like
Ah,
math
so
rock.
that's
if you
Clever.
think about it. It's math rock if you think about it. Right.
Yeah.
Description
I would
of
say
it.
that's a pretty good
Not a big
describer would be math rock. Yeah.
It's interesting. Like
Good
there were
point.
there are like certain parts of that song that really remind me of Cake. Like it gave me
Really?
very 90s Cake vibes. There I
Yeah,
can't
aren't they all in 4/4? All the Cake songs?
Cake?
Pretty much.
So
I'm
Yeah.
what's your point?
I saw Cake. I saw Cake live in 2010 at Mountain Stage.
I would
Oh,
love
that'd be sick.
Really? At Mountain Stage?
Yeah, and he actually, the lead singer, noticed someone in the front row with a camera and got down on his knees, like down into the crowd, and ripped the camera out of the person's hand.
That's a
What the
manager
fuck?
would do.
And then gave us this like monologue about living in the moment.
Oh, that's so stupid.
It was really interesting.
Like
And it was
imagine-
live. Like there was
Yeah.
no like, it wasn't like seeing it on TV. It was like, no, like I'm here and this is happening.
Saw that
just
happen.
like Christ,
Imagine
imagine having that big of a fucking ego that you're like that like, oh no, someone
It is
doesn't
Cake.
want to capture this beautiful, perfect
Oh,
moment
yeah.
that I'm having. Like, get
Well, I
fucked.
mean, I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
have been to Tool shows, but you're not. You can't. If they see you with your phone up, like you're recording, they will kick you out immediately.
That's so
Right.
stupid.
I can kind of see Maynard doing.
Well, just for the record, if you want to come to our shows and take a video with your phone, please
Oh,
do
I'm
it.
going
Do
to.
it.
I'm going to.
We're all about it.
I will tell you that.
Bring your
I will-
tape recorder, record it however you
I
want. I
have,
don't care.
I have
Oh
one
my
of
God.
those VCR
God.
cameras you put on your shoulder like that with the bag, and I have one.
Oh
of those.
yes. Could you imagine somebody bringing an 8-track and at a show and just like that would be great.
Dude, that's what used to happen back in the day a lot with the Dead. There were tapers that would follow them around
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they would record the show either from the field or they would get a board recording or like a combination of the two.
I think that'd be cool. I think that needs to make a comeback. 'Cause-
I think it could. It's very DIY. It's kind of punk rock, like the idea
Yeah.
Yeah.
of recording your own live tape and then trading it or selling it to other fans, something like that. You know.
Now does the settlement? Do they? Do you guys call venues ahead of time and say, okay, this is what we need in our backstage for when we get there? Like six,
like a rider.
6 bottles of water. One
Like
of
a
them has to be
rider.
half drank out of.
No.
No green M&Ms.
We don't
Green
focus on that as much. It's more just making sure they know all the gear that we have and how to mic it and where to put the mics.
What if they don't when you get there? They say they do, but they don't when you get there. What
Oh,
happens?
there's plenty of people who say, "Oh yeah, we got a PA, we got
Oh, sure,
lights,"
yeah, yeah.
and then
Because
we
they want
get
you to
there
unplug.
and it's like we've got more in Mason's car than
Have
they
you ever
have.
just turned
in the
around and
venue.
said, you know what, we're not doing this. You don't have.
No.
Where there's a will, there's a way, usually.
Yeah, well, we'll make it work.
That's the spirit, Dan. Yeah, there've been plenty of gigs where
You don't want to be that band either. You know, you don't want to be that band.
well, plenty of times we show up and if this doesn't happen as much anymore. We're a little bit more established with things, but back in the day, it's like we'd get there and maybe we thought we had a PA or we thought we had a sound engineer,
PA,
and then
PA is like the most important part.
I end up at the last minute running sound somehow, and we've made it work many a time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've talked to other bands like that too. Like they everything is everything's set up, and it's part of their tour. So they're only going to bring a few things, and then they get there. There's not even a PA there, and it's like you're
Right.
If you're claiming to be a venue, get a PA first. Do that first, and then start asking bands to come.
That's something I think with touring, like the longer that we've played shows, is actually knowing kind of when to reach out to venues and like send an advance out, maybe a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance, and be like, here's our stage plot. Where can we park? What time is load in?
A lot of venues will have it on their website too. I've noticed. Just looking up venues, for example, Craft House in Pittsburgh. I was just up there and saw Food Bar. On their website, they actually list everything that they have available, like like what kind of mics, what kind of inputs, what their stage setup is, and I mean, it's not every place has that, but that's you would think that's what if a place wants to be a venue, that they got to have something, they got to have something.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to travel with your whole studio. I mean, what's the point? I guess the point would be if they don't have a
Right.
I don't know.
Touche.
Makes too much
I
sense.
don't want to lose time. We're kind of these songs are outrageously long, so in a good way. In a good way.
They're good though. Yeah.
I saw how you shifted the blame over there. I saw that.
Yeah.
Moved it over there.
I'd like to play them, but they're just too long.
For what it's worth, the next album
Before
we
we
put
go-
out will be like more standard songs,
Ooh,
Oh, man.
Dan is dropping
Maybe.
juicy exclusive.
You're
knowledge.
just gonna have to follow us to.
Oh man,
It'd be called the standards. This is the standards.
the
That's-
standards.
Before we go to, cause since my Apple Music is messed up and I have to do this manually, before I play the song, next, let's see. Okay, well, Friday's your all show. Friday Music on Main. It's what is it? 7. The doors are at 7, and they start sometime after that. But come down early and chat with them because you can see how fun they are.
Doors will be at 7, and we're going to start
I will be there
promptly at 8 p.m. As long as everything's going right, we're going to start at 8. So,
We camped out on Thursday night.
and we're going to play 2 sets, so it'll be a full night engagement, full night with settlement.
So get your sleep now because you're gonna.
We're going to play for about 3 hours, probably at least.
Wow. All
If
one
not,
song.
if not.
Probably 3 or 4.
Let's see. Okay, so that's Friday. Okay, Sunday, this coming Sunday, I just had 2 of the bands on that are going to be at this show. Preserving Underground up in New Kensington, PA, which is right outside Pittsburgh. It's going to be Collinsworth, which Collinsworth is going to be on the show after that show, but they're gonna come on the show. But it's going to be Collinsworth. Gloomer is from Pittsburgh. Amplifiers is from Pittsburgh. They've been on the show. And Bliss Fields from Toronto. They're doing a little tour, and they're going to stop in Pittsburgh and play. So that's Sunday if you're up in that area. Preserving Underground. It's a great venue. It's an old church. So I hear old churches are great venues. Well, Mr. Smalls. I don't know if have you guys played Mr. Smalls yet?
Mr. Smalls
No.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's an old church. And it's, for some reason, old churches have fantastic acoustics.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
What was
This
that
is,
fucking
what?
I'm sorry, what was that somebody
What is his name?
this one band, no, Polyphia, they played in
Oh,
a church
yeah.
in Glasgow and it sounded
Yes.
insane.
Yes.
Were you there?
Those guys are really good. They're excellent musicians.
Yeah, but I just remember the acoustics in this specific church in Glasgow were just insane. Like,
Yeah.
ah,
Insane.
oh, it was beautiful.
Then a week from Friday, I'm going to take the show up the road, just 5 minutes from here, not even 5 minutes, up to Magic's, just a local bar up the road here. But I go up there for open mic on Thursdays every once in a while. But I'm gonna go up there and sit down with Bob Warrior. He's the owner, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna see what exactly Magic's secret sauce is. I kind of don't want to ask the question, but it's their magic wing sauce or something. So we'll find out what that is. And Marshall Lowry is playing that night, the Marshall Lowry band. So we'll sit down with him also. That's Friday the 27th. And then one more thing. Hold on. There's more. It's gonna be another Friday Sunday thing because this week is Friday Sunday. Well, Friday Sunday the following week I'm gonna have Randy Struble. He's from Latrobe, PA, which is I don't know how far that is from Pittsburgh, but it's quite a drive I think But he's going to be playing at the Morgantown Art Bar on Sunday afternoon. But he's going to come down here after that and do some plucking here in the studio and do the show. So that'll be fun. He's a cool guy. Anyway, enough about me and them. I was going to play. You better recognize. Is that how you came up with the name?
Yeah. Redneck and eyes.
Did I pronounce it wrong?
No, he's messing with you. It's recognized.
This song is a short 10 minutes, so we'll see you in 10. No, I'm kidding. But let's hear
Got lots of different parts.
Listen to that bass line.
Recognize I'm lost. My mind misguided me. I question every thought. I thought my mind was free, looking for a path, something to bring back. Remembering my last adventures in the and maybe I will finally find the light to shine, and you will see.
I had to switch over to Facebook Messenger because my buddy Mike, he's like, remind me. He knows of you guys, and he said, remind me, like right a little bit before 8:00 to tune in. I knew I was gonna remember. I got a show to run. But I was like, I'm sorry, I forgot to remind you. He's like, I'm watching. I'm like, that's good. Put a reminder on your phone. That's how I remember shit. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. I thought that for the longest time, but
I noticed that you have the video. You had the video up like yesterday, so I went. You had this video like already just waiting, you know, and it was already there. So we already had a link that we could share. That was pretty cool.
Johnny
I
on the
thought.
spot. That's me. Yeah, Johnny on the spot. Johnny on the spot.
It was cool.
I kind of want to. I should have did a medley. If I what was the other one? What was it? Was it Disappear? I was gonna play. I think it was. Disappear.
I know. Eric was asking about Rift Destroyer, so I don't know.
Well, that's last. I will save time for that one.
Okay.
Not the whole thing, but you know, what's Disappear about? You haven't really talked about, you know, lyrically what songs are about. Is there a general theme for every song lyrically, or?
So this music, unlike a lot of other music is like, it is what it is. It's a song about a sunshine, or it's a song about my girlfriend, or it's it's about a dog or whatever. It's a little bit more clear cut. A lot of the music on Departures, though, I would say kind of works in three ways. It's like what it's actually about, and then what it actually means to me in the moment that I was in my life when I wrote it. But then there's also how that weaves into the overarching story. I know that probably doesn't give a very good answer.
Yeah, as a songwriter, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's an overarching part. So Departures 1 and 2, that's still only half of the whole story. There's going to be a 3 and 4 in the distant future. There will be a 3 and 4, and it's kind of like, it's this overarching kind of the hero's journey, and in some cases I'm the hero, and in other cases I'm the villain. And I think that's kind of representative of the fact that we can be good and evil as humans in the human condition. And sometimes something can be perceived as good or be perceived as light, but also be evil, at the exact same time. So
I can see the gears turning in Milk's head. What do you got?
Me?
I see gears going. I don't see.
Yeah,
I
nothing.
see gears.
There aren't a lot of gears. Like I'm not a very
Oh, I know
bright
that,
man,
but I mean,
but like, I would say as an artist, like when you are composing and writing music, I think a lot of it does ultimately come down to like those three ingredients. What was actually just literally what you just said. So I think it's interesting to see someone actually recognize that externally. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, myself included, don't actually recognize those as like legitimate components to a song. Because really, like,
better recognize.
Yeah. Hey. But yeah, and I think like that's kind of one of the things that really draws me to like good songwriting is I think it's this very clear, conscious effort to connect like relatability, connect like how you're feeling in that specific moment at that specific time, and like be able to tell some kind of narrative. It's a beautiful thing, man. That's all.
Yeah. Sounds beautiful to me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm not high enough to be saying this, but like we're just gonna. Why am I not high? Do you know how expensive weed is now?
It's a Monday night as well.
I'm out of school right now. I can weekday drink now, or weekday get
Welcome
into
to the club.
Right on.
yeah. God, college is no fun. Ugh.
Before on here, I was telling Stefan that I might be on Long Island beginning of June. And he said, "Well, that's funny you say that because I'm going to be in London then."
Yeah.
Guess
Like,
what? I'm not going. There's no reason to go now.
I'm sorry, man. I wish there could be another way, but I am going to
Before you left the
be.
country.
Well, I'm going to be in Kent, and then I'm going to be in Cyprus immediately after.
Get in touch with
Right.
Tom. He's over
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
You have to hit me up. Whereabouts in Kent are you going?
So Folkestone.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buxton? Is that what you
Deepest,
said?
darkest Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pièce de résistance of Kent, if you will.
Isn't that what people do, the kissing thing? Why do you keep doing that?
It's good. It's a chef's kiss, man.
Weird.
Like,
strange.
It's
Man.
Italian.
yeah. Because I'm fucking
I'm gonna do that
Italian.
when
No.
I'm in on Friday. I'm gonna go like that.
Yeah. Or you just like actually kiss people, just mix it up a little. Have some
I'm not
fun.
I'm not gonna do that unless they're masked or vaccinated.
Well, then what's the point?
There
You
isn't.
know,
There
you
isn't.
gotta
Let's just
live.
Just listen to this. I don't think you can still hear me. Can you? Yeah.
I can still hear you.
Yeah.
Kind of listen to this and just think about things. Think about disappearing. I guess. Think about magicians.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Rob said he was leaving, and he's cleaning my house, and I said, "Well, make sure you clock out." He said, "There's another $120."
Thank you, Rob.
Good luck getting that. Yeah, we thank you, Rob.
We appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
Good job, Rob. Good job. Good job, Rob. Good job. He hates every minute of me right now.
Just gentle claps.
We're saving the well, my personal favorite for last. I get is it the crowd favorite? Rift Destroyer, because that's the best name in the world.
They usually go Denver pretty
You
well.
should
I
name your
think.
band Rift Destroyer. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
Nikki Cupcake says Rift Destroyer. Yeah, it's coming. Calm down. It's coming.
Yeah, it's usually a favorite.
That's all you can say. Yes, it's a favorite.
Well,
Yeah.
so it's funny in the way that it's like the Rift Destroyer is the groove, essentially. Like if we're looking at it from like a musical context, it's like when we get to the disco groove part, it's kind of like that's the only release you get, really. So like the Rift
Yeah.
Destroyer is like the groove maker, you know. I don't know. It's that kind of back to what I was talking about, that duality of good and evil, kind of something very heavy and aggressive, and then something that's like, let's make everybody dance and have sexy time, you know? Like,
You all
Sexy
collectively
time.
come up with the names of the songs, or is it just based on what you're writing, or do you say, you know what, I'm just I have a block as to what we should call this?
I
Rift
name
Destroyer was perfect. You
Yeah,
need a
I
Rift
name-
Destroyer called
I
Rift
name
Destroyer.
most of the songs, but there is still room for suggestions. But yeah, I do
I
name
think
most of the songs.
Mason's got. I can see gears on Mason's head right now. He's like, I got some great names for
We,
songs.
we make up our
Ones
own
we already have.
our own names to some of the songs, you know.
Oh, like what, Mason? Like what?
Well, you know, that's a whole other show. We'll get
Yeah.
into that next time you guys.
Yeah.
I'll have Mason make a list. Make a list. You can announce it at the show on Friday at Music on Main with the settlement.
Yeah.
See how I do that? It just
Ah.
flows with the show.
Yeah, Friday Music on Main, and Saturday we'll be up in your neck of the woods again. We're playing at the Morgantown Art Bar.
I
On
have to have a
Saturday.
break. It's gonna be 3 full hours of headbanging at your all show, and then I've got to take a day break, and then I'm going to drive to Pittsburgh and listen to shoegaze for 4 hours.
You can do it. You can do
Nice.
it.
Shoegaze
good.
is
It's fun.
I was talking to Coley about shoegaze because I didn't know what it was, and it's pretty much like pedal pushers, you know,
hmm
like the pants, parachute pants, pedal pushers. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it didn't go over well on the show, on both of the shows that I tried that joke on. So the Canada guys, they kind of got it, but yeah.
I'm a pedal pusher. I'm guilty.
So you're not a shoegazer, you're just a pedal pusher.
Oh, 100%. I'm more of a tap dancer.
If you look at a pedal pusher like as a clothing item on the Google, it kind of looks like men's capris, you know.
It might make a comeback, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, that could be part of the butt sex cover band, you know.
See,
I don't know.
me personally, the most excited comeback that I am the most excited I've ever been for a comeback, if I can speak properly, are Jinko jeans. When those come back to fashion,
now
Oh,
that-
man.
Oh yeah.
I had those.
let's go.
I was on. I did blades. I was a blader.
I had
Hell
a pair
yeah.
with the zippers. That at
Oh
the
my
knee,
God.
At the knee, it unzipped
pockets.
and
Oh.
became shorts.
Oh,
Not
so
enough-
you
not
were
enough
like,
pockets.
I had a pair of those.
oh man, you were specifically way cooler than everyone else. That's
Hey Tom,
Yes.
you're a little bit.
Dude.
I don't want to say older, but you are. Did you
A little bit older. Yeah.
Did you wear bell bottoms? That's kind of.
I'm not quite that old.
I don't know. I don't.
Oh
know
my
about age.
God.
I don't know. You know.
But,
it's women that fight you if you ask them. You know?
Yeah. No, I've had a lot of fashion mistakes in my
Like
life,
corduroy-
but bell
corduroy.
bottoms wasn't one of them.
Corduroy
Corduroy,
pants.
did you say? Sorry.
Corduroy, yeah. I think Corduroy came back for a while.
Yeah,
And then it kind of
I
went back.
used.
I've got a pair of corduroy pants. I still wear those.
Oh yeah.
You rock the corduroy? Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh yeah.
Corduroy, yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
No more.
I have a serious question. What do you
Oh.
wear in the Elton John cover band? What do you wear?
Ooh,
Well,
that's a really
Yeah.
good question.
Glasses, right?
I'm just the bass player, so I kind of blend into the background. A lot of the time, I wear black.
Okay.
Nice.
Stage black.
See, that's clever.
Perfect.
That's good.
But
That way people don't know you
Kate-
don't know that you're in the band.
yeah, basically, bass player's problem really more than anything else is
We can go
not
ahead
know-
and check them
people
off.
don't know you're in the
James
band.
coming on my show.
But yeah, I mean, the guy that actually plays the piano is Elton John. He wears kind of the
Well,
duck.
he has to. He has to do that. He put himself into that position.
Absolutely.
He's stuck there.
And
Even if he wants to
I
quit, he
support
can't.
him all the way.
Is he the guy that calls everybody Dave? Or you said that
No,
guy's
no,
not even
no.
around. He's-
No,
I
that
need to
guy's
talk-
he's
I need to speak
around,
to
but
I need to speak
yeah,
to him. Get him on-
yeah,
Have him
I
come
don't-
over with me sometime so he can call everybody Dave.
yeah, Dave. We could all be called Dave, and it'd be just
Tom
easier.
had- Tom's music's up on SoundCloud under Flamboyant Bone, and he's got a series of songs with the name Dave in them. And I only played one of them when he was on the show, but there was one. What was it? No, it was My Name's Dave is the one I played, and I was like, I
Yeah.
gotta know. So it was just this guy that's how he talked. He's like, Dave, but nobody was.
You just
nobody
call
was
everyone Dave.
Nobody-
Dave.
Oh, yeah.
nobody named Dave.
Yeah.
You guys do that in Settlement? Hey Dave. Hey Dave.
We
can you-
speak almost in our own language sometimes.
Really?
But
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody knows. Hey, Rift Destroyer, are you guys ready to get your faces melted off? Tom and
Good on
Stefan.
I mean, I listened to it. I am most excited for specifically the like borderline chromatic ending. That was
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
I watched a video of you doing live on YouTube today, and I was
Me?
are they going to do the ending? And you did it. It was just
I did?
it was
Yeah.
really.
What
really,
was
really
it?
impressive.
Was it like a video from maybe about 3 years ago?
Probably.
It was. I think everything I watched was probably
It was
about 2 or
today.
3
It
years
was
ago.
today.
So
Yeah.
so that's funny. That was actually that was the first time we publicly performed that song.
Oh wow!
The video that you watched.
Yeah, right. Cool.
We had been playing it for a few years. but
Yeah.
that was the first like public performance. So that's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool
Yeah,
that you watched that one. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm,
wow.
sure, I'm sure you say this in England. Without further ado,
Without further ado.
it's an American bullshit thing. But without further ado, Rift Destroyer. Yes.
That was
Very good.
that was so
Trombone's
satisfying.
Was.
Pretty ridiculous.
Ah,
A very abrupt ending.
You might be the only person to describe it as satisfying.
Yeah.
That's a
I-
fr-
Crowds are like, what just happened?
no, it's good. See,
It's
like
it's perfect.
oh, it's so good because especially like the music that I like. If I'm talking like any classical music, if I'm ever feeling like extra nerdy and like a bit full of myself, and I listen to classical music, like I listen. It's like Baroque era, so it's like very abrupt and very like stop and go. Freaking love that. It's so cool, man. It's
Nice.
it's
I love it.
very. Mm.
I thought it's kind of got a bit of a kind of Zappa-esque kind of thing to
Ooh,
it as well.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
you know, you are what you. There is something about it that you do want more, but you shouldn't. It's not necessary.
Yeah,
Just
It's-
perfect the way it is.
yeah. That abrupt end. That like
Yeah.
because me personally, right? And this is like my pet peeve when I listen to stuff is when people have those like fade out outros. Like
Yeah.
drives me crazy. Just end
Yeah,
it.
we are not a fade out band. Every one of my songs, whether we do it this way or not,
Yeah.
all of them do have an ending.
Can you do
Yeah.
the live fade out though? That's where you know you've made it.
a live fade
A
out.
live fade out.
That-
Yeah.
Oh my god, this the
Now
drummer
we-
progressively
Well,
playing
that's
quieter.
just more impressive because that actually takes control. That's not just some guy with a mixer
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, because you know like it's gonna drummer the really into it, and then everybody's fading out, but him, and he's like just thrashing like crazy. And you just walk up and say, "Let him, you have it." You
That
We
sounds-
We actually do that in our set. There's at least one chunk of the set where I am exit from the stage.
don't give it away. Don't give it away. Make it
And-
surprise.
Okay, well, the cat's out of the bag.
Oh,
There's gonna be a drum solo, and it's gonna be epic. Yeah,
Is it gonna
that's
be
all I'll
the-
say.
The ones that spin upside down, like who what band did that?
That was Slipknot, bringing
Slipknot.
it full circle.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
well,
I'm thinking
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Motley
Tommy
Crue did
Lee
it.
has one.
Slipknot did it. Actually, the drummer for Parkway Drive did it as well.
Probably not as good.
That's a band I haven't heard of in a while. They're
I
pretty
know.
heavy.
Yeah.
Well, they actually, funny enough, they actually just retired basically because they're like, hey, we've been touring for like 6 years straight and we've had it because we
That's
all
not
have like
long.
wives and kids.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's an excuse. That's all just an excuse.
yes, nobody deserves family or love in music.
No, they do, but they go on tour with them. That's what
Family and love is for
That's what it's
pussies, am I right? You don't need that in your
I
life.
can interrupt everybody with this.
Whoa.
That was
Sure.
great.
I don't mess with these things enough, but that was too much.
No, you should do that again. Like if you
Oh,
ever need to like rein in the conversation,
Yeah.
24 vocal effects on this thing, and they're all
do
bad.
it.
But
They're all bad.
they're all bad. No, they're all badass. They're badass. But I
Oh,
don't-
okay. I misheard you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't
I spent
use
so
them
much
for-
money and it's shit.
I don't
Just flushing it down the drain.
I don't use them for what they're for what they're for vocals. I when I have my guitar plugged in, I use the nice delay, like this play right here. I use it for my guitar.
Nice.
Now I
Cool,
sound
yeah.
like,
You should have just done the whole podcast like that. Just like-
and then there's several on here that are awesome.
Ooh. Oh.
oh
Like
man,
this one here that just makes me sound like a dumbass. You know?
I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool,
Again,
man.
I haven't heard a miss yet.
Well, it's perfect. This is supposed to be radio voice. It probably sounds better than my actual sound. Radio is where it's at, I guess. It used to be.
It is a little bit clearer.
I'm
Yeah.
an auto wall. I'm an auto wall. Woo! Not like an auto wall. Okay.
An Ottawa from Ottawa.
Yes.
Ottawa.
Hey, music on Main. When? Friday. Who? The Settlement.
Yeah.
That was. Very
Oh, there should have been a fanfare after that. Man.
I'm working on sound effects. I can only do one thing at a time. Voice effects. I have those.
Ugh.
Sound effects is next.
Sound effects next. I like it.
Next year sometime. I don't know. Stay tuned. Hey, Milk. Thank you for being on your segment. Isn't it
Always.
what's Colton doing?
I don't. Well,
Are
Hold
you
on.
filming me? I didn't give you
Question.
permission to film me. Don't you love those people?
You said something about sound effects. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh,
Is that a shake weight?
I can hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Not coming across very well.
Yeah, I
Bring
didn't
that
know
to
if
the
it
show
would or
on
not. Oh,
Friday. Music on Main.
it'll be there. It'll be there.
Yeah.
Bring it to Music on Main on Friday with the settlement. Hey Tom, thank you for co-hosting. It's
My pleasure. It's
nice
been
to see you
great.
again. Your hair is you got a nice haircut. The guitar
Thank
is all
you.
shiny.
Thank
behind
you.
Good to meet you,
I try
Tom.
and make it. Thank
Good
you.
to meet you,
Check out-
Tom.
check out Tom's
Seriously.
Good to
music,
meet you too, Tom.
Check out Tom's
Daniel,
music up on SoundCloud under
Mason,
Flamboyant Bone.
Stefan.
He's up on Instagram now and soon to be on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna give it a go. I'm gonna
Stefan's got
take the plunge.
a mediocre following on TikTok. He says,
It's
but
Yeah.
I follow him, and he's hilarious.
You're gonna get at least one more follower because of this
Yeah.
podcast.
aw,
Exactly.
babe.
At least one more. It's
At
inevitable.
least one.
Yeah. Well, so the trick that I have found to TikTok, right, is that you can do it one of two ways. You can either be that guy who just has a bunch of opinions on things, which tends to do pretty well for like a very short-term plan if you're just trying to gain initial traction. Or there's another set, like what you've been doing, Scott, which is like uploading like the better, like your highlight reels onto TikTok. I think that's a really good approach as well.
Right.
The only
Just-
prices they're getting. Sorry.
Yeah, just like the only thing that I would avoid as a band is being that guy that's like, oh my God, guys, I invented a brand new genre. It's like, no, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. You're 17. You don't know music.
In there.
But like, there's a lot of it's like local band shit, right? Where it's like,
The guys from the safety meeting, they're on there, and they're Julian does it, and it's really funny. He talks about the safety
Yeah.
and stuff. And the safety
yeah,
in itself is a cool name, you know. So
yeah. You gotta like. The point of being an artist on TikTok is that you're an artist and you're a creative. So like, do something creative. That's pretty much it,
We have
man.
A separate podcast about TikTok.
We totally could.
Do it on TikTok.
Oh my God, we could do.
Yeah.
Huh? I thought of something.
Yeah.
Don't steal my idea. Don't steal my idea. Hey, thank you all very much for being on the show. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a terrific
Pleasure.
Monday highlight. I'm going to play a song by Higher Vibration. They were on the show. That's the band that has the bass player named Sloppy. They're
Yeah.
Sloppy. Or the drummer. I don't know. One of the guys in the. There's only three of them. Anyway, they just put out a new song. They only had one song out when they came on the show, and they were working on this one. We teased 30 seconds of it, but now it's done and it's badass. It's called New Sound. I'm going to change the marquee over to Marshall Lowry, which I will see a week from Friday because I'm seeing the settlement in Music on Main on Friday. Whoops! I hit my microphone.
Yeah.
Hey, settlement guys! I'll see you Friday. Tom, I'll see you the next time you co-host with me, or
Yeah.
the next time. And Stefan, I'll see you. I don't know, whenever.
At some point. My
Whenever
finals.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, it was,
Seriously,
it's a
thank
lot
you.
of fun.
Totally.
I look forward to the show on Friday.
Thank you.
I remember it like yesterday, when my life took a twist, when my mind burns open to the beauty that I missed, a world of colors that I've never seen, as the sounds washed over me, singing songs of unity, love and positivity. The new sound, turn it up and play it loud. The new sound, moving to a higher ground. The new sound. The new sound. It was more than just music. It was a new road to walk. Learning how to use my voice for more than just talk. I could see the dots connecting and the story unfolding. Giving thanks for the blessings.